Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra land. Today is the 12th day of June in the year of our Lord 2022. We are here live and direct. Today is Sunday. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, because today is going to be an interactive session with one of the leaders, one of the members of the DOS. Mazi is here with me. Therefore, if you have any reasonable question, I call it a reasonable question, please make sure to call when the lines are open. Do not call before the lines are open, please. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still in the enemy dungeon. But make no mistake about it. We are in a process, and it's part of the process. Our leader must be released by fire, by force. We are in a freedom fighting, for goodness sake. Therefore, we will never surrender. Our leader must be released. That is the only solution, or one of the starting of the solution, and the Biafra shall come. That is it. Therefore, please do not miss this program. Draw nearer to your listening devices. We have many options of listening to Radio Biafra. Before I bring in Mazi Sanwo-Olu, let us pray.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Piano must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in he said,
once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land. And today is the 12th day of June 2022, being Sunday. And I'm here with Mazi Chinedu, one of the members of the VOS. Therefore, before I start up, I will allow Mazi to please make your starting comments, please. Before we continue, Mazi, welcome to the program.
Mazi Chinedu, good evening.
There we
I hope I'm coming out very clear, right?
You are. Please go on.
Yes, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and all the lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chinedu. Mazi Chinedu is a member of the IPOB Directorate of State. I am from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. And this evening, I have come for an interactive section on Radio Biafra. It's unfortunate that all the plans I have maybe by coming to the radio on a weekly basis due to many things in the hands of the IPOB leadership. It's unfortunate that I have not been able to keep that promise. But notwithstanding, I am here today, and I promise from time to time I will be on this program to make sure that we inform our people, educate our people, guide them, so that many of them will not fall apart listening to people that do not have anything to do with this struggle. In order not to waste our time, as Nnamdi I'm not going to waste time to introduce myself or say anything more than this. I will ask Mazi Chinedu to open the floor. Let us get our people educated. Let us inform them. Let us tell them the things that are about to happen. Let us clarify some doubts they have, because you know, the social media is a crazy world where people concoct all kind of lies. They concoct all kind of stories, thinking they will use it against the IPOB leadership. It is in this struggle that I have realized that some people that are walking on the surface of this earth, they are evil. You don't need to ask where is the devil. They are the devil walking around in human skin. It is also on this social media that I realize some people, that people like Lai Mohammed is learning how to lie. I realized and I saw people on this social media, those who claim to be IPOB before, that they are pathological liars. People who have come to deceive our people, who have come to destroy the movement. They do not come because they are paid agents. Some people want to take up the leadership of IPOB, things they don't know anything about. IPOB is not a social club. IPOB is not an Igbo union. IPOB is not an association. This is a global movement. And this evening, I'm going to shock many Biafrans. Things I have never said on this radio, I will say them this evening. Things I have never informed our people about, I will inform them this evening. And the purpose of getting everyone informed is so that when certain things come across your way, you will say, Mazi Chinedu once said this on the radio. It is unfortunate that many people, our leader, allowed to come closer to this movement. Some people who have come, the moment our leader was adopted, kidnapped, everybody started, they want to become the leader of the movement. This is not a political party. This is not anything you have ever seen. We are dealing with the lives of our people. One wrong statement takes away someone's life. Any wrong move puts somebody in jail. Any mistake coming from the leadership will destroy this movement. But this evening, like our leader normally says, he said, get your pens and papers and the jot certain points I'm going to make clear this evening for you to understand what this IPOB leadership is battling, how long we have come, how long we have tried to make sure we keep this family moving on, and our decisions from now. We have endured people, we have endured enemies within, and we have endured people ranting and trying to destroy this movement. This month, from now onward, is an eye for an eye. Anything you want, you will get it 100 folds in IPOB. We are no more taking people lightly. Any threat made against any of IPOB members, any threat made against any IPOB leadership, any threat given to any IPOB member in Biafra land or anywhere, we will pay back immediately. That is what we are going to do any moment from now on. You think you can be on social media? You have misled our people with concocted stories, not knowing anything pertaining to IPOB. You have killed our people, kidnapped our people, robbed our people, raised illegally from our people, and at the end of the day, you think you will be left to go free. No. All of you who have masterminded the kidnapping and rendition of our leader, some of us are only waiting. One thing I am very, very sure, and I'm happy today, is this. Thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for being alive. For being alive to tell the story. He will tell us the story. He will tell us all it all happened. I can tell you that. Some of these women that Onyendu brought into the struggle, hoping they are coming to impact this struggle in a more positive way. It was unfortunate that that is the people the enemies have used. They prepare all of them. Some of them are those people the Nigerian government used to blackmail politicians, blackmail directors, blackmail rich people, blackmail anybody. These are the women. They found their ways into IPOB. They are worse than Jezebel. But without wasting much time, Mazi Chinedu, I will stop here so that we will let our people get what we are going to talk this evening. Thank you so much.
There were Mazi, as you just said, Ngwaga Atore. No need the because we are going to cover all these things. I want us to start with the political situation, the climate in the zoo called Nigeria. In as much as we are agitating, we are restoring our country, nonetheless, whatever that is happening in the zoo is affecting us directly and or indirectly. Therefore, I will start by reading the headlines, some headlines, so that you also help me check them out inside the matter on what you think. You know, the first news or headline news I want to read, it says, Ohaneze gives conditions to support Atiku's presidential ambition. It's a news of yesterday, June 11, 2022. Let me read a bit, please. Let me go on a bit. APE socio-political organization, Ohaneze Ndibo, yesterday said, Igbo people will only support the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the 2023 general election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, if he chooses someone from the southeast as his running mate, and with a pledge to ensure that the zone produces his successor after 4 years. Secretary General of Ohaneze Ndibo, Mazi Okechukwu Isukuzoro, stated this in Abakaliki after a meeting with PDP National Support Forum led by Dr. Ahmad Musa and the World Igbo Youth Congress led by Dr. Francis Anayu Former. He insisted that PDP remains the only party for Igbos to achieve Igbo presidency 2027. What can you say, please? Please.
You understand me?
Yes. Please.
Mazi,
2027. Running mate now, Igbo presidency 2027.
That is all rubbish. Okay, Chukwu Guzoro with 5,000 naira on your media. This is the rubbish Chukwu Guzoro have been doing in our land for many years. As Ohaneze, how many groups in Ohaneze? How many groups? The same behavior he did, the same behavior he exhibited during the time of Nnamdi. Have you forgotten? The same Chukwu Guzoro. He takes 5,000 naira, he writes, he gives them, he says he's writing from Abakaliki. Chukwu Guzoro. Let me make it very clear. It is where he went to collect some money. You know, that time he's doing that thing with Nnamdi, collecting money from one politician to another place, one politician to another place. He went to collect money, one place in Anambra. On coming out, he went to collect money. This money they are collecting and writing nonsense. He went to collect money from a politician, and as he's stepping out, they were targeting him. They hit him with a trailer. They wanted to kill him. It's because of their behavior. He escaped that death. They later, politicians gather money, they flew him to India. They flew him to India. He survived in India. He come back again. He has started writing again. Mazi, we do not have any official statement concerning this shenanigan they are doing with their politics. We do not have any official statement for now. You know, sometimes we urge IPOB members to sit and watch. Sitting and watching does not stop us not to do our homework. Continue in our agitations. Continue in everything. All our plans for the restoration of Biafra continues to move on. It is unfortunate. This is the mentality our leader have preached to our people. Inconsistency. People talk about this today. They talk about that tomorrow. Guzoro talk about you don't make election, we don't vote, we don't. These are people, they are irrelevant. And they don't want to accept that they are irrelevant. They do not want to accept that they are irrelevant. Anything coming from Ohaneze Ndibo, coming from PDP, coming from APC, any politician is coming to tell us and the right nonsense on behalf of our people, my brother, we will take it. We will take it off from there. We're not going. This is not the time they come and make reckless statements. That is one thing we are not going to accept. This time is not the time, because at the end of the day, it is our people that will be killed because of their promises. At the end of the day, it is our people that will receive it hot, both in the north, both in the west, and both even in our land. People like Okechukwu Siguzoro or Haneze, whatever they call themselves, should stop making unguarded statements. Politics, you see the rubbish they are talking now. The same thing that he wrote yesterday. He said, after I finish, I will give it to Igbo man, because they understand that everything our people are looking for is just the president. They found out that it is very important for them. And I don't know. Igbo presidency, because of Igbo presidency, they connived, went and kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. And all of them who played that role, they have all been disappointed. Dave Omahi, the people that play all this role, Dave Omahi, all of them, they are making ping pong with our lives. And that is why IPOB said, we do not accept this nonsense. We are not going to make any official statement, but we are going to watch them very closely. And anybody that endangered our people because of politics, because of party, because of anything, I am telling you, we are not going to take it lightly. Reasons are, Mazi, there is a very high level of insecurity in our land, both in the churches, both in the business places. Everywhere there is insecurity. We are not going to give people chance like before, where nobody speaks for our people. Nobody wants to protect our people. We are not giving that chance. So, Okechukwu Siguzoro should guard his statement, because we understand that politics, because of the mentality our people have, the Northerners told them that politics is a game of numbers. For us in IPOB, we disagree. You don't play games with people's life. We are talking about life here. You cannot say that politics is a game of numbers. We have to change this narrative, whether it is not, because for them, 2 + 2 is 22, instead of the normal 2 + 2 is 4. That is why they brag. They tell you that, oh, this is it's a game of number. Because people don't understand when they say it's a game of number. That is why you saw on the national television, somebody count 79, he count 100. Mazi, I think you saw that.
I saw it. It's a game of number. I saw it very clear.
That is the game of number they are talking about. They said 79, you count 100. Now, for them, 2 + 2 is 22. It's not 4. It's not 4. Because they can manipulate, they can do, and when you try to say something, you will be killed. You will be attacked. So what we are saying is this. Our people are short memory people. I'm telling you. Just 2015 is the same PVC. 2019, Igbo, after that is Igbo people. 2019 is the same PVC. Go and take it at the end of the day. Mazi, today, they are talking about PVC. This guy talking about election. They are not even talking about if there will be election or not. Mazi, they are talking about PVC. Can I ask you, who issues the PVC? Let me ask you. Is it not the Northerners?
Yes, it's the system. It's the same people. It's the caliphate.
Who controls the INEC? Who controls the PVC?
All is them.
Is it not the Northerners?
It's them.
Is it not how much jideji? If they give you, you eat. Our people are just stupid. They come in shouting PVC, PVC. The people that have a market, they said, if you don't have PVC, you don't open your shop. But now, many people have gone for the PVC. They will never give it to you. I am not discouraging you, don't go. But what we are saying is this. When the problem comes, don't call IPOB to make official statements. Don't call us to say they are killing our people for party. We are not. And we're not going to come and speak for you. You want PVC, anything that happened on PVC, Mazi, nobody should come on our radio here that they kill people for this PVC. IPOB said, shut the person down. Shut him down. This platform is not where we will report where people collect PVC or they didn't collect PVC. That is not what we want. That is not what we are talking about. Why we are even discussing it is because we share the same territory with our enemy. It is something we cannot run away from. It is because it is in our territory. I have never seen in the history of any people that wants freedom, that continues every 4 years, you want to vote the same oppressors into back to the system. I have never seen it before. Why we are saying this is to educate our people. To educate our people, that's all. And Mazi Nnamdi have been there is nothing. Forget all these shenanigans they are doing. This is all rubbish. All rubbish. So, you see, Guzoro is 5,000 naira he normally gives to Vanguard people. He will write. Because he's an article slave boy. So he has started now to ginger article that we will vote for you. He wants to collect money. That is all their life is all about. You forgot, have you forgot months back when he talked about when him and Nnamdi started having problems when they went to the north, Atiku, do you understand me? They talk, he's Atiku slave boy. So they told him, go and poke the Igbos that we will support you if this. Who supports who? Support for what are we coming to talk here? Mazi, let Okechukwu Guzoro talk for him and his family. He should not risk our people. Election in Nigeria have never been favorable to our people. Our people lost their life. Our people will not continue to lose their life for nothing's sake. Anybody going out to take the PVC, that is his own personal business. It is not a collective thing for our people. It is something personal. But one thing I can tell you very, very clear. If you go for the PVC, consider a few things to happen. You will not get it. You might register and go home with the slip, but you will never get the PVC card. You might get the card, you will never vote. Go and write it somewhere. Today is 12th June. If anything they talk, all these things does not make. What you see, the problem is our people are now shouting, whoa, whoa, PVC, PVC. The Northerners talking. The Northerners are not talking. They have gone back to strategize. These people are, oh, you want to go and take PVC, right? You people go and take. They have sit down and start watching to re-strategize what they are going to do. All this rubbish they are doing, PVC, PVC, PVC. Is it today that PVC, they register PVC? You can imagine in a city of like Enugu, they tell you 70,000 people registered. They intentionally leave a few numbers in those places. They tell you that they don't want to vote. They don't come out to vote. Today, people will come out, they will not give it. Mazi, go to Imo State. If you go to Owerri, the whole of Owerri, somebody was telling me, I don't know, maybe he said it's 2 or 3 centers in the whole Owerri to register PVC. How will it happen? So, all these things they are trying to do what? They're playing on the intelligence of our people. Our people should know that, number one, that the two parties they are talking about, they have, when it comes to the zoning, everything you people we are talking, they quietly just put you people aside. Is that not enough evidence for you to know? That too is enough, because it was APC and PDP that is known in the country. These are the two parties. And all the political men, all the people, they were saying, is give us zone, APC zone to the district. And Dave Oman, he killed our people because of 38 votes he got. And after he's crying now. All of them, Wike have spent billions of dollars that belongs to Iwacha, and he's crying, he's massaging. I tried. Second, you don't try.
Mazi, who did they say? Who did they say that gave them fake dollars?
It's Wike after they ate his money. You know, Wike was paying delegates, people of $20,000, $30,000. When he failed, he wanted to talk that he didn't. The people, Fulani people, they know what they are doing. They said that which money? After all, what you gave us was fake dollars. They wanted to hook him up with EFCC. That is why we can have gone inside, because they are coming for the next round. Mazi, let me tell you this thing. From this primary, it's a big business for the Northerners. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
A very big business. Mazi, they have thousands of delegates from the North. This is how they were paying. It's a big, they are the real politicians. Are you understanding me? These delegates are the real politicians. Look at the money that went from the South to the North that they pay, and all of them lose. For example, we pay in PDP, we're paying $20,000, $30,000, minimum of $15,000. Pay in the North, pay Tambuwal. He gave Tambuwal over 10 billion naira to support him. Pay delegates in the North.
And Tambuwal disappointed just 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Tambuwal disappointed him. Then you come to Amechi. Amechi were paying $60,000. According to record we have, Osibanjo paying $40,000. Mazi, most of the Northerners who went for this convention, after the convention, they were all going home. Some bought cars in Abuja, some moved down to Lagos, bought cars. Imagine delegates that got $40,000, $60,000. What do you expect? They were returning back to their places because that money, ask yourself, how many people from the North? Mazi, let me ask you something. Did Atiku ever campaign even for this ticket? Did you hear him talk anything about this ticket?
Never.
Did you hear him? He didn't talk. He didn't make noise Wike was making. They were laughing at him because they have agreed that after, that's why you didn't see Atiku push for, they have agreed that after this APC, they moved to Atiku. That's why you saw him, he kept quiet for 8 years. Immediately he come, the time come, he won Wike, all these guys, hands down. He never made campaign, he never do anything. It's Wike that was running around, visiting their people.
Wike denied his identity first and started killing
denied his identity. People. Thank you. He paid. The money is moving from where? From the south to the north. Amechi come. In APC, he paid $60,000. Osibanjo pastor also was bribing $40,000. Who knows how much Tinubu paid for him to knock all of them hands down? Chinedu paid. And the one thing I will tell you, the Northerners have decided, they gave this guy the vote just to give him vote. Because they said he has stolen enough money from Nigeria. They need it. He will need it. All that is money. He will send it to the North, trying to buy people. And a dying minute, he will see. Mazi, this is a repetition of history. They will
give him nearly won.
Nearly. Mazi, in 1963, the same thing they did to Awolowo. In 1993, 12 June, the same thing that happened to Abiola. Today, yes, 30 years from now, 2023, another history will repeat itself. It is not by mistake. Tinubu will see it by his eyes. The Northerners, let me tell you, if they don't give him the ticket, all the money Tinubu is supposed to spend, he will not spend it. Are you understanding me? They want him to bring the money to the North. They want him to bring the money to the North. So all they are doing, our people are doing, they are joking. Decide the day of election. they come and shoot one gun, most of you will not even come out. Some of you will, they kill you, they're looking for somebody to come and take your dead body. Then you will be sending message to IPOB members. They killed my brother in the polling booth. You people should say something. Mazi, we are not saying anything. What we are doing here is to educate our people. We are not telling you don't take PVC. We are not telling you don't, do you understand me? It's your right if you want. But we are telling you that you are going nowhere. That all you are doing, you are not facing the reality. You see, Mazi, Fulanis are coming into the land, in the churches. They kill.
Mazi, I will come to that, please. I will enter into that. Don't preempt.
No, why I'm saying, Mazi, we are coming to that side. But what I'm trying to say here is that in all those killing, you won't see any Nigerian celebrity who will talk about the killing. You won't see any of them condemn those acts. That is very shameful that I have seen many of them talking about PVC. Go and take your PVC. And it's because of those voices that leads to somebody like this guy, Ohaneze. Ohaneze is dead. People are just giving them voice for them to start to write rubbish. To this end, Mazi, I will leave it here so that we can pick up another topic. Ndewo,
Mazi. And going further, there is this news also, what is happening in our land. In Ekwe, in Imo State, in Njaba, government abduct 15 youths in Imo community, storm Monarch's palace. So there was pandemonium on Saturday, that is yesterday, after masked gunmen stormed Ekwe community in the Su local government area of Imo State and abducted 15 male youths of the community. The gunmen stormed the community through the Njaba River that demarcated Ekwe from Amocha in Njaba LGA. Okay. So I don't want to continue, but people that saw them, one person escaped and narrated everything. They acted with impunity. These gunmen masked. They abducted people that were removing sand from Njaba River or Rash, Njaba River, please. What is happening? What is happening? What can you say about it?
Mazi, thank you for that question. Mazi, you know, there is one thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us. It's either there to us. You understanding me? You understand me? We'll come on this radio, we will say it. Mazi, why we are talking against the Nigerian security and the Nigerian people, the Nigerian security. Anybody can say what he wants. Why we are doing this, I want also every Biafran. We should also call most of our people to attention. Those who are carrying all kinds of criminalities within those axes. Yes, there is an evil adage that says, that is what we have been doing. But let us put up, as we are fighting, we want these things to stop. Mazi, what is happening in Imo State, in this area you are talking about, Olo and the southern Anambra? Yes, the Nigerian security, they are going there, killing some of our innocent people. But the question is this, is there something that is attracting them in that place? That is the question. People should not use the Biafra struggle as a camouflage and be committing crimes. And do you expect us to keep our mouth shut? It dents the image of IPOB. It dents the image of ESN. ESN on their own and IPOB is trying to exonerate themselves on these things on a daily basis. We are fighting them also on the ground, these criminals. It's because we are not coming outside to make my public statements on that. But Mazi, you have to know that in this area, innocent people will get affected. And they are the ones who always get affected. In most of these communities, our publicity, media and publicity secretary asked him on many occasions, some of these boys from the community, they say the report comes from all angles. Some will say they are ESN. When we say which ESN, they say no, we are not ESN, we are just community people. They block road, you know that area, or Sumohu, all this in Java, all this, there is a sand business in that area.
Yes.
Most of the criminals in that area, they want to take over this source of income. Are you understand me? Let me give you an example about Osumohu. There was one of the boys we declared wanted. That was in December. They called Oberago. That Oberago, when the problem started in Osumohu, ESN was not formed, even at that time. There was no ESN. Ask the people from Osumohu. They will tell you the truth. This guy was fighting both their traditional ruler to take over that pit where they are selling sand. And what I heard the community was making like 2 million naira daily from sand sales, from sand. Now, what happened is this. This young man started fighting everybody in the community. He went to Oba, went to Mpo, and bringing some talks, some cult member. He started to attack, pursue the Igwe, pursue many people, tell them he will kill them. It becomes a war, even before ESN was formed. At a point, Osumohu people created their own vigilante. They started to do what? Attack. Start to fight them. The day, Mazi, am I coming out very clear?
You are, please go on, you are.
The day the Osumohu vigilante confronted them, Osumohu, Osuhitukwa, the day they confronted them, that Oberago ran, and according to report from that community, they say he ran away from the community with 30 million something naira. Do you understand me? I hope people are hearing me very, very clear. He ran away with this money. When he ran away, and after the formation of ESN, he's trying to return to that area. In the name of that ESN was around in the bush clearing people, them and their gang tried to now form a group inside in some part of that area and started to attack their communities. That was why you hear Osumohu every day. They started from there. That is one of the guys, the baby that I declared wanted and was later caught. Baby himself was paid 6 million naira. 6 million by that Oberago. Baby now lead criminals. They went to Osumohu. They were causing ravage. Even there is one of our IPOB member. They burnt down his house. Burnt down, killed somebody, killed the security in his house. He said that they destroy everything that man had. They really, when we use our M branch for the intelligence section, these names of people, they want them to be killed in the community so that he can take over this sand site. Now, Mazi, when this level of criminality is happening, there are other people in those communities. They want to come home. They were kidnapping their people, taking money. People he feel they are obstacle for him to do those illegal business. Mazi, this is how this criminality in this area start to spread. They start to spread. They start to call people from even some criminals in the north. They ask them to come. That Bush they pay. They ask them come to Anambra, come to Imo State. Say Bush they pay. They start all gathering. And some of our people, for the being desperate, you are not in ESN. You are not part of ESN. People were using the name of ESN committing crime. Now, Mazi, they now go, when those Battle Berag, we later caught him. The ESN operatives later caught him. And justice was done to that criminal with other people. Now, these guys upgraded. When they lose that community, that dump for the community, they move to another level of snatching cars. Snatching cars. Mazi, the problem is this. Let us say, that's why I tell you, let us be the truth. If we say the truth, our people should rise up and condemn. Don't use the name of ESN or IPOB. Anything that happens, you say ESN and IPOB. They are coming. No, we are not going to accept that. These people started, if you can bear with me, from last year, December. And many people are, there is cars were being snatched in Nnewi, in Olo, in Nnewi, in Olo, in Nnewi, in Olo. What they were there doing, there was one of them, I called his name last time in December. The one they called Kachi. He was the guy that have contact for all the people there. I'm saying this so that even people doing car business, they should be very careful, because we are going to come after those people. They cut the cars of our people. They go and sell. IPOB members are victims. Everybody can tell me, many people knows that there are many of our people who has gone home, their cars are snatched, you look for them, you will not find them. Some we were able to rescue, some we could not rescue them. What are they doing? Because that one started to tell them that they have called his name, so they were afraid that that guy will expose or get angry or want to take a lion's share for anything. They went and killed him. Mazi, what I am saying here on the radio is for our people to know that IPOB and ESN, it is not every news you see on social media, you go and start clapping hand. Because that hand you are clapping, that they are using to praise you, is the same hand that they clap and they kill mosquito. It's the same hand. Mazi, our people cars, they were snatching our people's car. People, everybody can bear with me. Or Sumohu, Nnewi, Olo, they were all snatching our people's car. A car of 15 million, a car, I know what the cars, the number of cars we have rescued. Mazi, what I am telling you here, one of our brother is listening, which is Mazi Madugugu. Even these people attempted to snatch Onyendu's car, Onyendu family's car. I'm telling you this. These people try to snatch a car that belongs to Onyendu family. If not that IPOB, we wouldn't have rescued that car. What I'm telling you this night, these people have caused havoc. Did you saw one of the boys they caught, the one they say is Isioma? He come from Yola. He said he was born in the Yola. He grew up there. He's a criminal there. So ask me, how did he come down?
That formed the 6-man gang, according to his confession.
Thank you. According to him, how did he come down? Who brought him? What happened is that they now bring, politicians bring their criminals, tell them everybody go there. From a Ebonyi state, they come in. All of them. They all came in. Stay in Anambra, committing crimes, human parts. Let me tell you something. You know Nigeria is a nation of their own. The Nigerian government now, you people, there are things like this. They bring in now their people. Everybody come. Abakari team. Everybody. Since you people are doing human parts, cutting human, you saw the camp they found at that time. Nigerian military and the DSS also, they are doing the same thing. When they capture our boys, capture those innocent boys you see they take, they kill them, take up their organs, and carry them and throw on the road and put them on fire. Family will not know that this person, because when he's burned on fire, you won't discover that all his body parts are missing. That is what is happening. Evil happening in our land. You will see them. You see what the army and the DSS are doing this time around. They catch them. When they catch them, they come and drop them. Now, Mazi, in this particular area, this is where the infiltrators now look for criminals. Infiltrators bring people from Ebonyi State to Anambra. They say they are under national. Which national? They bring criminals from all corners. Tell them go to Anambra. Because they have come to destroy the name of IPOB. They work with some politicians. They told them, make. Now, ask yourself, when we stop sit at home, we say there is no sit at home. Nobody, many people, stupid people are not asking themselves, why do people wonder? You have done the sit at home for 1 year. Have you released Onyendu? Mazi, let us ask ourselves the question. Sit at home for 1 year. Is Onyendu released? One thing our people don't understand is that strategies in freedom fighting you use, when you found out it's about to backlash, you change strategy. It is not something permanent. You can say, we must do it like this. Now, when the sit at home continue, it's drawing the criminals. Now, when they found out on Monday people are not coming, they started stealing on Sunday. They started kidnapping people because most of them, these criminals, they come out, they seize people motorcycle, they rob people cars in the name that they are seizing it because of sit at home. That is what they were doing. They seize your car, tell you to call them, it's because of sit at home. When you call them now, they start to play with you. Before you understand, they broke down your cars and sell them. This is exactly what is happening. Now, along the line, on Monday, they found out there is no much they are doing. What did they start doing? On Sunday, they go and kidnap people. Take ransom. They will kidnap you maybe on Sunday, on Saturday. They kidnap you, take money from you. Early morning, Monday, they kill you and dump you on the road. When they kill you and dump you on the road, their agents, newspaper agents, they say one person has been killed because of IPOB that are enforcing sit at home. Mazi, are you getting the point? Are you getting the point very clearly?
Of course.
It happened in Ebonyi State. Before I come to debunk it, this Ebonyi, is it Ikwo or one local government? This guy, when they are pursuing IPOB members in Ebonyi, they were having problem community. You know, Ebonyi have these communal clashes they used to have. This guy went and imported cult boys. They imported some boys, some group. They said they come to give themselves a name, Asawana. He used it and he killed many youth in that community. He killed many of their political opponents. When he thought they everywhere have settled down, those he killed their people came and on revenge, killed his brother, killed the two distant, I think they massacred people there in his compound. This thing happened by 5 or 8 p.m. according to people in that area. But nobody carried the news. On Sunday morning, on Monday morning, we saw it in the newspaper that IPOB members that are enforcing sit at home came in this particular place and they massacred people. When we wrote a response to that, that is when people start coming and saying, yes, this thing you said, it happened yesterday, not today, Monday. Because few people may have the voice. Not everybody may have the voice. Maybe on social media, there are information you can share on your timeline. It won't have maybe more than 10 people. But there are people you give that information, whether it's good or bad. In few minutes, it's shared in 1,000 places. The information is moving. Mazi, this is one of the reasons, in as much as Nigerian government and security are looking for reasons to kill our people. Mazi, the criminals are inviting them with the politicians who are sponsoring them and the infiltrators. One thing with the infiltrators is this. You see that mad woman in America that is disgracing herself everywhere. She is what? Do you understand me? That woman is a pathological liar. In a desperate move, they want to destroy IPOB. She did everything. Any criminal she found on the way, they bring it. Go. They bring the money of IPOB, they give them. They do not have any control of these people. They have no structure. They have no pattern. They have nothing. Just you gather a group of people, you hand them over gun, hand them over this, and tell them, impose it at home. Criminals take it as an opportunity. Some people, when you confront them first, they will tell you we are ESN, we are IPOB. When you send men to confront them, they say, no, we are just a vigilante in our area. We are not under IPOB. We are. You start to wonder. Mazi. For example, I will make it very clear here. The small group we have, everybody is here hearing Sampe Master talking about the threat they are giving to him. They try to shoot him. And I'm making it very clear today on this radio. You cannot threaten any IPOB member any longer and go free. They call you said they have the group that has been threatening Sampe. We have got the report. When he gave the report, and we know exactly, I will call their names on air now because we are not going to take nonsense. If you threaten, because they have threatened many of our people, we keep silent. Most of our people has been, when they threaten in this way, we keep silent. We said, okay, let it be, but it's no more. They said the same boy, let me make it very clear, let everybody understand. The same boys that is threatening Sampe, this boy, they were some group of criminals gathered together. They gathered them together. Our leader, his brother, know some of them. Let me stop it there. These people were dissolved. Tell them they don't. Some of them don't want to be in the ESN. They don't want to be in IPU. They go on their way. The same group of people, they came at a time. They cover their faces. You cover your faces for peace. For people who don't know, they say they are angry viper. They carry some pot. Come on social media. They are angry viper. They are like this. We didn't say anything. It's anything you like, you do. But why I am saying something, because you are now threatening IPOB. IPOB members are paying heavily for this. And you cannot kill anybody. From when people told him, no, this angry viper you people did, it didn't go very well. They said, make it a Kumeku. They form a group. It's the same group of people. They form a Kumeku. If you are fighting for Biafra, fight for Biafra and stop threatening our people. Stop threatening us. If not, they form a Kumeku. They say the Kumeku. It is the autopilot that have it. They start threatening our people to go and apologize for the infiltrators. If not, they will come to kill him. And I am saying it this evening so that people who know to tell them never dare in their life threaten any IPOB member any longer. The leader of this Ekumeku, they call him Ebeneri. Ebeneri, we know where you are. We know everything about you. With your small group, we are not taking it any longer. You have tried to assassinate that guy and he escaped. And I'm saying it on air so that Biafrans will hear our voice today. That group you call Ekumeku, we know every one of you. But it is not our problem. But our problem will start as you have started threatening our people. And we are not going to take it. Any message you have this, let him send a Beneri. Tell him any more threat on any IPOB member, any IPOB officer. Mazi, let me continue this. People don't know what IPOB is going through. It is the criminals. I know why I'm saying. Mazi, for a few days, we have not, you don't see us, people don't know why we are down. Maybe HOD are becoming, we want to say things because a lot of things are happening. Mazi, do you know that these people, they went to the extent and kidnapped the sister, the auntie of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Are you aware? This is what we have been fighting for how many days? She was released today. They released her today. Then the question now is, are we not seeing the level of the criminality? Do you know the funny part? When the people came and kidnapped that auntie, she's known. She's known, she's into catering business. She prepares everything for Barrister Ejiofor and the family. She's known. They came, they kidnapped her. When they kidnapped her, they said they must pay them 100 million. I'm telling you, I'm saying this thing, I never know that today she will be released and I will be coming on air. But we have no option. We need to inform our people. They kidnapped this woman for nearly 5 days now. 5-6 days. They were requesting for 100 million. As they are requesting for 100 million, we said they gave ultimatum that if the money, that if you involve police, you involve this, and of course, the woman have children, her Barrister Ejiofor is there is pressure. They took her, moved towards Nkwonewi, shoot gun in that area, and they disappeared. Whether they move into Imo or they move into anywhere, we don't know. What did they do? They said, after a few days, they call again. After 1 or 2 days, they call, they say 100 million to pay. Where are we getting the 100 million? If you involve police, the woman is becoming jittery. The next time they call, they now telling the family that the people holding the woman is IPOB and ESN. Mazi, Chinedu, are you hearing what I'm saying? The people, the woman, they told the auntie of Barrister Ejiofor that the people holding him is IPOB and ESN. And at the end of the day, day before yesterday, they come so serious that they are under pressure. That if the money was not paid in 2 years today, that they will just kill the woman and that we should come at Nkwonewi to carry her dead body. To carry her dead body. And at the end of the day, some money was parted and that auntie was released today. This is the situation we are inside. This is the situation.
Mazi, don't you see the hands of even the caliphate in all these things, even
Mazi,
directly or indirectly?
Let me tell you, the caliphate, the infiltrators, all of them are all working together. All of them. Their mission is to destroy IPOB. And many people are facilitating. Mazi, I'm telling you one thing, and I ask every IPOB member, anywhere you see any infiltrator near where you are, make sure that IPOB treatment is given to them. If they overpower you, you call for reinforcement. That is what I'm going to tell everybody this evening. And we are going to start it from Belgium. As we have organized our people to parade in Belgium with Oduduwa and the Oduduwa, Biafra and the Ambazonia. It is an order for all our people, all of us attending that place. If anybody raise the issue of infiltrator, a Biafran treatment should be given to him like it's given to Ekweremadu in Germany. This is an order from the IPOB leadership. Any bastard, anybody coming, identifying himself as an infiltrator, he is a saboteur and must be treated as one. Do not allow any of them to go home with any story. Because they send them to come and know who is China Samoru, Chike Doziem, how they look like. Any one of them you see Anywhere there is a podium in that protest, anywhere that we are participating in that place, anybody you know, immediately you identify him. We have Biafran stewards. There are many. The Biafran stewards who are going to manage the protest. If you identify one infiltrator in your country who was informed the Biafran steward, he must be taken away immediately. If you don't want a Biafran treatment, let us show them that we have not come to play. Our people have died, and there is no joke. If you know the treatment given to Ike Peremadu, if any of them steps in to talk nonsense, do the same thing to him. Chineke na Belgium, Mohammed Merani organized the struggle. Mazi, this is what they are doing. Mazi, there are many Biafrans who have lost their properties because of these criminals. Mazi, look at what some of them are doing. They go to some places. Have you ever heard the IPO, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you ever heard that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, go and mount Biafra flag here, mount Biafra flag here, mount Biafra flag here? Have you ever heard it? These criminals, we use the Biafran flag, go and mount at specific junctions, that is attracting the Nigerian military. When they come and see the Biafra flag there, they burn people's house down. Why? Why? People from the same community are committing crimes. And there are people people in diaspora are abetting them. It's not that they know, some of them in diaspora don't know the level of criminality those people are committing. But they are looking for an umbrella, and they have given them that say, don't talk. Mazi, few months ago, people wanted to disassociate with the DOS when they were active. 3 months ago, when they said DOS sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, did this to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, did this. Do you know that these infiltrators, these criminals, now that DOS have recovered, do you know that when they go some places, they claim to be DOS member? Do you know that? Some of these infiltrators, these criminals, when they're talking to some people, they tell them, like that stupid woman, he claimed that she's a part of DOS. So that you will respect, but this is the DOS. And let me tell you something, Mazi. You see, Chukwu Kikabiama, his hand is in this struggle. Why I say Chukwu Kikabiama, his hand is in this struggle is what? The same women and all of them, before our leader was captured, kidnapped in Kenya and renditioned to Nigeria, there was a time he made a kind of statement. And had it been our leader make that statement and make that is the time we realized those women were pushing our leader for something. Because at the time, you know, some of them don't even know, like that one they call Uyibo. One time he said, who is Chukwu the former? Who is Chukwu the former? He doesn't know who is Chukwu the former. They told him he's the head of the IPOB media worldwide. He said, who gave him that position? Do you understand what that means? Somebody. Do you know that these people at a time were pushing Onyendu to dissolve the DOS before Onyendu was captured? Have you heard this before? Have you heard this before? Mazi, imagine, and our leader made the comment somehow, but somebody don't know what is DOS. People that controls countries in regions and continents. And there are observers. There are head of finance. There are security. There are, do you understand me, admin, legal, religious. Everything is in the DOS. And most of them controls countries. So, for example, you dissolve the DOS. How will you run this global movement? How? Countries will start reporting everybody doing what he likes. That's people who don't know about structure and administration. They push our leader to dissolve the DOS before our leader was captured. Mazi, I'm asking you one thing. Had it been our leader followed their advice and dissolved the DOS, and our leader was later captured in Kenya, Mazi, can you tell me what will happen by now? There will be no leadership, nobody you call that will show up. What do you think would have happened now?
That is total destruction.
They pushed our leader to dissolve the DOS. Anarchy. But our leader, maybe the small voice in him, he knows what. He did not. From the day, the first time they visited our leader in the prison, in the DSS dungeon, it was the first thing they gave to our leader to sanction, to approve, is to dissolve the Directorate of State. Are you hearing me? The first time people went to meet our leader, the request they presented to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was dissolve the DOS. Is this DOS? You know why I'm still, sometimes I just keep silent, is because I remember what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to tell us in the DOS. He said, this DOS is the people that we fought until Biafra will be restored. That is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say it in the DOS meeting. He said, I so much have trust that this DOS is the people that we fought, because it's not first time. He knows us. We did it in 2015, when he was detained in 2017. Even though there was a DOS before some of us took over, but we were the major players in most of the things that happened in Biafra land. Bright Chinedu is there. Chinedu is there. They can say, they can testify. They are not dead. Powerful, Emma Powerful is there. He can testify. At that time, we pulled strings for IPOB. It was not even people engaged. It was the people in this DOS that have not joined the DOS that time. They pulled the strings during that time. The DOS, they know. Oh, no, they know. They know the people that pull the strings. If people don't know, Bright Chinedu is still alive. Chinedu is still alive. It was Middle East that raised the fund for all that flag that was carried. Ikechukwu is there. All that flag, the transportation, we mobilized it and planned it, get approval from that leadership that time, and the mission was carried. We are not new in this struggle. It's in our tenure. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released. He was attacked in 2017. He disappeared. The leadership was still managing this struggle. There was nothing, no problem. And till Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reappeared, this struggle was handed back over to him. And we are still going to be here. He comes out, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPOB. Even from a brother coming to claim after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's the one. We only have respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of his voice, we came. He is the one that traveled around the world and wake people. If you want to be the leader of this movement, it must be by merit. It is not politics. It is not anything you can think of. We do not care. Somebody like me, do not be surprised. When Biafra comes, I will walk in the street of Biafra. You won't even know me. I am not interested. I only know this mission. Restore Biafra, and everything is gone. And that is how it will be. As most of you do not know, we will restore Biafra, so that someone will return home and walk on the streets of Biafra as an ordinary man. If care is not taken, you won't know. It is a mission we have come to do. Mazi, these people, criminals in our place, is the reason why. If you, Mazi, you don't know the work we have done these past few weeks. I think you see many places are calm. People they are catching now is criminal. I think you cannot. Now you see Anambra have gone cool. They have moved back to Imo State because it's a cross-border crime. I think you understand. It's a cross. When we mount pressure from one side, they jump over to the other side. And there are people I mentioned their names. I mentioned their names in December. I mentioned their names. Some of those criminals are still parading. They are in Imo State. They come over to Anambra to commit crimes. They set up criminal gangs in Anambra. When they commit the crime, they run into Imo State and go and hide, being protected. So, Mazi, what we are saying, every IPOB member should not support any evil. Don't. We must understand that the game, things have changed. And we have to be very, very careful. And for that, I want to say something. Anybody should listen. If you are in Biafra land, anybody in Biafra land, if you are owning a filling station, you are a hotel owner, or you own other businesses, let me make it very clear for you people. We have an inquiry line. IPOB and ESN did not send anybody to call you that you must come to settle them for you to run your business. Because this is another line of criminality they are carrying out in the name of IPOB. Is these criminals? Today, Mazi, we are going to say it the way it is. Some group of people in Imo State, and we know already, some of you, we are already monitoring you people. You call hotel owners. You tell the hotel owner to pay you if he wants to be running the business. If not, you come and burn down his hotel. Mazi, this is, man, what I'm saying now, if you go and burn down his hotel, then the military comes, police come, start pursuing the people. Who will you blame? Mazi, I want to know. Who will you blame? It's the people in around that place. Some of these traditional rulers know where these criminals are. They know the criminals. They know. Some of them are going village to village, collecting money in the name of ESN. This is also to destroy the name of IPOB. Because when they are collecting the money, they say they are sending the money to IPOB. Our leader, we don't even do, it's not even accepted in IPOB, talk less of in ESN. They go there, they tell you, the problem is that they tell you if you don't give us the money, and let me make it very, very clear. IPOB did not send anybody to come and beg you for money for food. You say you will give us money for food and give us money for ESN. There is nothing like that. Anybody coming to beg you money, that this is money, you must give them money for feeding, give them money for mboro, give them money for market. They are criminals. And we are releasing our inquiry line again. If anybody threatens you, call you with a number and do that, please report to the IPOB inquiry number and drop the information there, drop the telephone there. For example, early this year or in December, there are a group of people expelled in Enugu because we have to call the names. There is one of the criminals, he worked with the politicians, they want to join ESN after because some people come to ESN, they want to join ESN. They just understand they're wrong. Because they know our rules, they can never abide by our rules. Because we have a strict conduct. They will run away and form groups. Like if you go to Enugu, there is a group of boys terrorizing Enugu. Their gang leader is called Chocho. They call him filling station. They called a pastor in Enugu and collected 2 million naira from the pastor and said that if they don't pay them the money, they will come and burn the church. And if you don't pay them the money, that's why should he open church on Sunday? That time they were putting. We are not hiding anything. His name is called Chocho. So that people will go and they say, Chinasa is calling people name. He is a criminal. We have his audio messages where he's threatening people. He don't know we were following him. He called a petrol station, and if he's listening, we will release the audio where he's threatening the man. They went to the man filling station, buy fuel. They didn't give him a good money. The man said, the money you are giving me is not good. They said, who asked him to talk? For that reason, he should pay them 1.5 million. If not, they will burn the filling station. They started threatening the man. And we have all the audio conversation. And if anything happened to that man, we know who to hold. They call a pastor, they request for 2 million naira. If not, they will burn the church. And if we keep silent, people will go and say, it's IPOB doing this, IPOB doing that. The gang leader, they claim to be IPOB before, which they are not. They are not ESN. Most of them are expelled because of bad behavior. They go there, they calling people names. Infiltrators gather all of them and send them to be her people and collecting money. For what? We have come to defend our people. We have not come to destroy our own people. They snatch people's car, a car of 10 million, 20 million. They sell it at 1 million. They cut them and sell. And you want us to support that evil? This is one thing we want all Biafrans, to everybody, to rise up. Between Imo State and we must. And I'm using this opportunity to talk to Biafrans. When you hear anything on social media, before you come to tell us, oh, they have arrested this Biafran, please ask question. This is 1 year our leader has been arrested, kidnapped, and renditioned to Nigeria. A lot of things have happened. Some people, the moment our leader was kidnapped, they believe that the struggle is finished. They said, let us just destroy everything. They entered into, and I will be calling names. We are disassociating ourselves from these things. There is an issue happening now in Iguacha. One woman they call Nkechi Carlo. Please, Biafrans, remove your mouth from this evil woman. Remove your mouth. This woman, these are people that form a group. They are not IPOB. They claim they are Labai. I don't know what they claim. They say, form their own group of people they are using to commit criminality. When the NSAS happened, this is when some of them ran, go and form groups. If you don't know, ask questions. Don't use people that commit crimes to associate with IPOB and come and bring them. And you want IPOB to start fighting for criminals? We will not do it. This woman, everybody is shouting, they arrest our people, they arrest this person, they arrest those people they are arresting. Who are they? He may be IPOB 1 year ago. Today he's not IPOB because he has gone. If you know, somebody will say, Mazi, let me tell you the story. The woman, from the information from our intelligence unit, this woman and some group of people, they say they are doing kidnapping in the same community in Ohafia where she is married to. They kidnapped one guy from their community with a group of boys from Igbo, around 8 of them. Kidnapped a man from his husband's community. They took 17 million naira from the man and finally killed the man. The telephone for the man, the wife, the son of the woman, used the telephone, went and flashed the telephone, and they started using the telephone. How stupid they are. The guy is using the telephone, and after they kill the man, they track the telephone. Now they track the telephone. They found out because the guy is stupid. The serial number for the telephone is there. Couple of months, people say this boy is carrying big telephone of 150 or 200,000 in his hand, moving around. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have anything. Fortunately, DSS tracked him, caught him, and now asked him, the owner of this phone. He now lead from investigation. He lead them to the mother's house. In the mother's house, some weapons were recovered, up to 5 AK-47 military uniform. And the woman have took them. They go and show where the man, they took the 17 million, where they buried him. This is the people you want to come and associate with IPOB? Is that the people you want to associate? People who don't follow order in IPOB, they are not part of IPOB, they are doing their own thing. When they have problem, you come here to call the leadership. And you think we will support you? You think we will support you? Most of you that have come to destroy this movement from day one, from the time they catch Mazi and Kanu, destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. What is your game? You want to steal and help the zoo? All the people that have died, you come to play with their life? You come to play with the life of our people that have died? You know how many people have been displaced? You know how many people have lost their businesses? You know how many people that have lost their families? We will teach some of them a lesson in Belgium. If IPOB in Europe will not do anything to any infiltrators, we will hold the Biafran stewards and the IPOB members that went to that rally. Can you go to Fonia? Let us carry Ziara once and for all. If any of them dare come to that place, say a million uno kutiayante. Iye mere peremado. Dokasian yaba ni yoto. Come on, this is IPOB. We don't joke here. Chukwa ma po hoko. Ndewo Mazi. Ndewo, I will stop here.
Ndewo. This is what IPOB is suffering on the ground. You know, criminality, rendering service to our enemies. You know, I was discussing with somebody earlier before we come on air. And there is things that I know, the difficulties IPOB is suffering. People that are fighting for their selfish interests only to make money. They don't know that they are doing all these things to the advantage or the benefit of our enemies. That is it, because of their selfishness. We must continue.
Mazi, let me tell you, all these things happening, it is intentional because they do it because so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will
Of course.
They want the world to join it. That is why they did those things, make documentary, didn't work, make this side, because they are looking for all the evidence they were having before did not make sense. So they wanted something fresh. You know, prepare it. It took them out. Let them see. These people are pushing, committed. Mazi, let me ask you, did we come to save our people or did we come to destroy our people?
Of course, we come to save them, yeah.
We come to save them. So ask me, these guys stealing from our people, destroying their businesses, burning down, anything they tell you, if you don't give us the money, we come and burn down your house. Are you the one that did? Even the person you are talking is not even a politician, an ordinary person struggling for his life. One thing is this. ESN we have already set up our intelligence unit. You see all the people buying these stolen vehicles, all those stolen vehicles. We are going after, and we will make sure we catch you because you are the one collaborating, encouraging them to steal and supply you, especially this gang of Kachi that was killed, that work with the people in Osumogu, Osuihituwa. All these places, they are breaking cars, killing our people. You take our people's car. You kill them. I mean, even IPOB members are losing their cars. And you tell me that these people are IPOB. That is why every day, immediately any crime is committed, you found out the news agency, the Nigerian, they say IPOB ESN, IPOB ESN, IPOB ESN. Because they know what all they are doing. I don't have anything to say. But one thing I will say, you see this woman in America, they call Nelly. You know, people don't say, I pray, let my enemy live long and see what I will do. I said, let my enemy die. The enemy will die so that he won't even see good thing in his life. You see that woman and Oyibo? These are the two evil brought into this movement. These are the class of women being used to kill and assassinate people in America. You won't know. And I do not fear. Even you see some of you who are calling the IPOB leadership to make a statement that we do not support it. You see, we do not support his news. All of you were there when she was talking about all kind of lie. A woman that I knew just in 48 hours. And I know the statement I spoke with this woman came out and like, Nelly has to beg something. Nelly have not seen anything. Him and his gang, they will all drop one after the other. We didn't come. You see all the 100 men on do talk. He said that we restored it. None of them will lose his life or her life until Biafra is restored. All the things you people, you buy ram, you kill. Israel ram Hausa to kill the Chinasa Morumwa, Kaebuse DOS member. And you come to cry. In Nalibo, why you baroto like this? Or baseball wine. Wine, baroto like this. No problem. Or baseball wine. These are hateful women. Oh, yeah, but Jomo Kadasuma. All of them are all in the same. They are all one. But all you was and she will see the humiliation of her life. I don't know Nelly. I don't talk anything about Nelly and her group. I don't know her. They come with all kind of lies. Chinasa Menka, Chinasa Ronaldo, Chinasa Menka, every day Nelly 18. All they think that I'm on TV with his group. People who know me knows me very, very well. I don't do bad to people. But I am somebody that they call me here. And I'm a Mpam na say people like a mother calling here. I say sorry. Sorry. And that is what I believe in. You cannot come who have shared everything they have in this struggle, who have suffered, destroyed their businesses, destroyed their livelihood, put their families at risk. A woman, a pathological liar, came out with the guns of infiltrators, saboteurs, set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up, turn around to accuse the members of the DOS, turn around to lay all sorts of accusation. If Chinasa Nworu, if I am that mean, which I am not, these people no naba, even those who they think we don't have every information about them. Because we come to fight for Biafra. Because we come to fight for you people. In fact, this is a time you look at against it. Does our people worth fighting for? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not making mistake? Fighting for this kind of people? Horrible individuals. Only because of money they come to sell this family, sell this movement. People who have never bought car in their life, they have seen it as opportunity. People that have never buy a very good clothes in their life, they found this struggle as a means. If you don't know people, I may not be a rich man, but ask people who know me. Do you understand me? In my life. Everywhere. This top got on social media because they have Biafra. Whether IPOB you cannot remove because it's a name. Mazi, the same thing in them no longer and they are not Europe. Whether IPOB no you are not an IPOB member. Whether Nnamdi Kanu no now, have they not gotten? No, because when they remove that name, there is no way they can blackmail Nnamdi Kanu again. The same thing can the name no. Criminals. But they will all pay.
They will.
They will. Don't come on social media to talk. Even did that said social media. Psychiatric hospital soon.
This is exactly what our enemies are doing, the caliphate. They will want to keep us busy with our own people. That is it. You know the one statement, he said, give them, I wouldn't have fought to spend trillions of dollars buying weapons and endangering the caliphate's life in the name of soldiers. I would have given a fraction of that money to a few Igbo men, and they will do their job very well, fight themselves, as long as they see money. Just, it's what is playing out. That is it. People, they come into this struggle just with evil intention. That is why sometimes I baffle. Just like what you say, did Nnamdi Kanu not make mistakes? Sometimes I ask that question. These people, are we worth dying for? But for the few, for the 100, that is it. Biafra must surely be restored. Mazi, before I open the lines, there is this the main thing, our main enemies. You see how the caliphate, because when the news that is going on, things that are happening, all these people are only interested in destroying IPOB, making money at the expense of our future. It baffles me, honestly. How strange helicopter assisted terrorists in killing more than 30 persons in Kaduna. Reports everywhere. Now the caliphate, the Fulani hate terrorists, they have gone in another level. You know, before a few years back, sometimes helicopters are sighted in the bushes in Biafra land. After politicians will wish it our way, they don't mind it. Many times in Ethiopia, in Delta, villages and forests. Many places, even in Enugu, people witness it. Today, the Fulani terrorists, they are using helicopter in order to kill. So, in view of this, it's a news. How strange helicopter assisted terrorists in killing, how the Fulani headsmen, they are even with the audacity kidnapping our people, like what they did to our bishop, a prelate, Bishop Samuel Uche Kanu. And had it been his being killed, they will label IPOB because BBC is they are already warming up. You know, they were not happy that they released that man. But he said it. He gave the first-hand testimony. We saw what happened in Ondo. How the Fulani, they kill people in the church. Now, I want you to listen to this clip. This one happened in Benin. Please listen to it before you start your comment, because this will be the last before I open my lines. These people, they have the audacity, open audacity, because they have been brainwashed. That is what they are being told in their mosques, that the land belongs to them. Testimonies upon testimonies, kidnapped victims in Yoruba, in our land, in Biafra land, they come out say the same thing. And the people are not acting on it. Listen to this, Mazi, please. Listen to this. This thing that happened in Benin, whether yesterday, it happened. Please listen.
As unidentified man, tension for New Benin market. As unidentified man, use cutlass injure one trader. Tension con dey New Benin market as one unidentified man con use cutlass injure one Mr. Anthony Jubuno when be electronic seller on Saturday for inside Benin City. His matter con lead to serious gbege for New Benin market. Godwin Joseph, when be eyewitness and security man for the complex, said the matter for pass like this, but him con sharply hold the unidentified man. He con still talk, say no be the first time when they see the man, but them be reason say he know the talk.
As I dey up the staircase, I see the man. This a platform. He wan open his store. He con see the man dey sit down for in the mud. He con say, "Oga, abeg, chief, I wan open my store." That's it. The man just run go carry cutlass for inside him back and come tap the man. That's what happened. I run, go hold the man. If the one tap him again, I come hold on, and he come hold the man. No, we don't face him. Even yesterday, he come sit down for that place. Now, me, myself, come ask him, say, "Oh God, what do you do for that place?" He forget key. I do not store. The man know the talk. Now today, now I see the man talk, and that talk, he just carry cutlass, come cut person. That's it. The power then tap him, they rush him to emergency hospital.
Ifeanyi Jubuno, when the son of the victim, come talk say everything shele for morning as him papa wan open his shop.
Just my dad come this morning just to open his shop. He say one man sit down there. I tell the man, say, "Abeg, come out, I wan open my shop." For you know, the man carry cutlass, so use am on and cut the center, use am for the center of the head. If not be the security man wey dey the compound and other people wey come join hand, the thing for be another case. And the man na Hausa man, this Fulani man, the thing is turning into something else. These people they are committing a lot of nuisance in this our our countries. Imagine a broad daylight, this kind of thing can happen. It's even like a shock and a dream to people because we never even still understand why that kind of thing go happen. Say, come out, I want to open my shop, now you take carry matches. So you don't even have peace in your own house. For your own house, so no peace. So this thing, I think the government has to look into this thing properly.
Konkai Wakago St. Philomena Hospital, where Mr. Anthony Jibono, they receive treatment for to chook out and tell us what happened.
I said, my name is Anthony Jibono. I'm a Christian Fellowship in Faith Church, New Benin. And I have a shop in 116 Mission Road, New Benin, Benin City. And so this morning when we left the covenant hour of prayer, I went to the shop. On reaching the shop, I saw a man sitting by my shop there, in front of my shop, sitting in front of my shop. And I said to him, please, sir, can you move so that I can open the shop? He said, no, I don't get the land. I said, please, sir, I want to open the shop. He said, no, I didn't get the land. So I didn't know what to do. If I know it, he brought cutlass from me. Tried to attack me. I tried to defend myself with this one. So this one hit my hand. He hit again on my head. Before people now, as I shouted and screamed, people now came to my rescue. Otherwise, it would have been a total disaster. But the Almighty God whom I serve, the God of my father, Bishop David Oyinbo, stood by me.
Mazi, you know, the statement, he said, the man is a Fulani. He said, now we get the land. So your shop is for me. Why will you tell me to even move out so that you open your shop? Now we get the land. This is the same thing that we have been hearing from kidnapped victims. The Yoruba musician, popular person, he said the same thing when they kidnapped him, that they own the land. Our bishop, prelate, Bishop Samuel Uche Kanu, the same thing. These are, people that are, big people that we know, that say this, confirm this. I know thousands of kidnapped victims that are low profile. I have been hearing the same thing from the same Fulani people that kidnaps them, that the land belongs. This one is Korokoro. The victim is having blood, being stitches in his head. So somebody tell why I want to bring out this thing is that these people that are doing all these things, fighting us, they don't understand the danger, collective danger we are all in a very big mess with these people. These Fulani men, these Fulani people, they say that our land belongs to them. That is why in Benin, that was yesterday, somebody wants to open his shop and he saw a man sitting down there. He said, "Oga, please shift, make I open my shop." He said, "Why will you take now this land where you are, it belongs to us as Fulani." So Mazi, I don't know what you have to say about this before I open the lines, please.
Mazi, thank you so much. Mazi, Mazi Jonathan, you see, there is one Igbo adage in our Senate. Na ona kama na obo okuko hụrụ ozu nwa nkịta n'ihi na ọ bụrụ nwa nkịta hụrụ ozu nwa ọkụkọ asị na ya nwatagburu ya. Ị ghọtara ihe mmiri?
Yes.
Thank you. Ọ na-adị mma ka ọ bụrụ nwa ọkụkọ na-ahụ ozu nwa nkịta n'ihi ọ bụrụ nkịta bịara ahụ ozu nwa ọkụkọ asị na ya nwatagburu ya. Mazi, it is good it's coming from other people's mouths.
Of course.
Because osi n'ọnụ anyị pụta, they say it is propaganda.
BBC will come up.
Baby, thank you. They will say there is no evidence. You saw in the BBC documentary where he said that Nneka is propagating that Fulani is but what he's saying, there is no evidence. You saw it in that documentary. She's trying to, instigate that Fulani said they want to take the land, but there is no evidence because it's coming from IPOD. Most times, the news media, a couple of months back, I think in April, when HOD made the announcement and they exposed the plans of the Nigerian media, some civil society groups, with the DSS, with the military, with the police, when they planned to go on this new strategy, our strategy, they're coming to learn from what we are doing. They're coming to learn from what we are doing. So everything they say, call IPOD. Your wife have miscarriage, call IPOB ESN. Everything happened, call this. Now, Mazi, our leader from the time he started Radio Biafra, before we joined in 2012, start listening to him, I am very sure the same thing he's shouting since that time is what he's shouting till today, even in the DSS dungeon. Our people are horrible people. That's why I told you, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu making mistake? Are some of us making mistake fighting for these people? Mazi, what the man is saying is something that every IPOB member, every Biafran, they know. They know it is happening. They only want it to, when it has not happened to you, maybe until it comes to your own door. This is only when you will talk. But it's happening. Have you seen the church? Do you see why these church pastors under the GOs, do you see why many people are hating them on a daily basis? All those things, they don't talk about it. But what they have run now to pick up is PVC. Without PVC, and they are hypocrites because they can't even, when there is no church collection for one Sunday, 2 Sunday, if our people know, our people should know that they don't use those things to threaten our people. Fulani, it is the mentality and the idea that has been, the message that has been passed to them. That is what they are carrying to move around. That this land belongs to them. Who gave them? Who? It's easy to say. They will die in that land. If some people translate this message I sent to them in their food, you see that land they are coming, that is where they will all die. Because this generation of Biafrans, they go nowhere. They are taking no land, no inch. Instead, we will go upper Benue, we will cross the river Benue and take more. They should stop provoking us. They should stop telling us, Fulani, let them talk. Oruno Mumezi had. Does Fulani have land? Who gave them the land? Who gave them? Is that the way to get land? Why is it in our place they don't go to get land in Saudi Arabia? They don't take Saudi Arabia. They don't take other places. Why here? Everybody come, you get land. You get, what do they want? Mazi, we will kill them. You see the Fulani herdsmen, they are using that. If they come to our place, we will kill them. Nothing will happen.
And another breaking news. Mazi, even in Benue, they killed as of today, 11.
Let them know. 11. Yes, let them know. Biafra land is their graveyard. If they like, they take it. If they don't like, they leave it. They come to Biafra land to kill our people, to destroy our farm. If they come there with their machete, with their arrows, with their guns, they will die in Biafra land. It is their graveyard. Besides, the colonial masters know that place as the white man's grave. They should try. They can talk. Let them continue talking, deceiving themselves. They are pushing them coming down. They have land in the north. Why they won't go? And after all, there are irrigations. The dams, all the whole dams in Nigeria is in the north. Why wouldn't they use those irrigation and make their agricultural animal farming? Why? Why would they use it? Does it belong to them? And they will die. Let them be sure. We are ready. The government can support them, but the world, our duty is to let the world know when they kill us, we kill them. It's as simple as that. At the end, we will know. It's just unfortunate that the time our people are supposed to concentrate, then they have used the pastors now to start talking about PVC. These are people who tell you they preach about salvation. PVC what? Mazi, we are not going to give these people that inch. Mazi, they will not hear. Even anything you happen, they will not hear. I'm telling you, they will not hear. I'm telling you, they will not hear. So anything they want, they can talk. We do not care whatever they say. We don't care. But one thing is sure, that Biafra land belongs to Biafrans. Fulani will not take any inch of our land. Since they have tried, and that notice, we already aware. We know they are coming for land grabbing. The remaining land, the 5% land, the 95% land they have in the north is not enough for them. They are coming for this 5%. This 5%,
they will, of course. And as I said, the breaking news today, terrorists invaded, that is Fulani, the terrorists. They invade Benue community, kill 11 villagers, set houses on fire. That is who they are. Our land is going to be their burial ground. I will go into a few minutes break, and when I come back, our lines will be opened. But do not forget that we are on an interactive session with Mazi and Woru, today being Sunday, the 12th day of June 2022. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Announcement. Here comes a great gathering of the people from the West African region. Ambazonia, Biafra, Oduduwa, living across the entire globe, the entire world. Coming from different parts of all the continents of the world to Brussels, Belgium, to march in great mass and in great multitude. All hail Biafra, long live Ambazonia, freedom for Oduduwa Republic. United we stand and shall never fall. With one vision and joint strength, the land of Belgium will feel the heat of this particular set of people from West Africa in 1 million freedom march in Brussels, Belgium. On the 14th and 15th of June 2022, at the European Union headquarters in Brussels. Together we shall march in strength and in valor, without fear nor weakness, the march of freedom.
So, Mazi, Jonathan, Mazi Chinasa ekelere m unu na-agbalị n'ọrụ unu na-arụ. But o nwere some observation m chọrọ imeki na ihe Mazi Chinasa kwuru. Asị o nwere nwanne anyị nwoke na-eme kọmedi. A na-asị onye mere amara na di butuo. So achọrọ m ịgwa Mazi Chinasa oh, that statement imesiwere ha garuo ebe a na-eme 1 million march. Ahụ secretors ka ha kụọ ha ihe ma ọ bụ ahụ ọgụ mee nka. You know, already IPOB were a peaceful movement. And you and I remember that job is very important for Biafrans that day. So as my life, I'm a new but at the same time, I like to withdraw that statement. I will go to those people because you know they will send them to come and disrupt while you people are there. And there will be no good, it will not be good for you to give in by fighting or talking to them. I believe IPOB members that will be there that day will overshadow all of them, whatever they came with. You concentrate on that area. Whatever they came with, make sure that you people overshadow them. You know, you overshadow them so that whether they are existing, they won't even know. So I would like it to be like that, because if anything happens, they will say, go and check the program. You made so time that you said it, that you're going to kill people, you're going to fight people. You know, they were always after something. They were looking for something to use against you people. Please, I would like you to withdraw, because so that people will not carry it over to that day, to that place. That's my observation. Then Mazi Chinasa, one of my nephews here. Oh, we are die hard to the boy I know you know about you will take on a chat, right on, so we can make it man that so many people, even the younger ones, you know, in support of you. 20 years old, but you know, movement on my way, you know, so I come more than Mazi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have I have a caller on signal. Welcome to the program. You have been waiting for 21 minutes almost.
Wow, Mazi will be rounding up,
yes,
right?
Yes, I have only 2 calls to take. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Is it that the signal is not? Caller on signal. Are you there? No. You are not lucky. Before I take the last caller from WhatsApp, who has been waiting for many minutes, caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please make it 3 minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes, please. You have.
My name is Nnamdi from Obingaba, but I call from the Republic of Mazi. Mazi Chinedu. I'm actually in Lama. Nina, according to Richard. I did Meridian Dino. Alone, Nara, Nazi. I'm the one who threw business another, you know. I know Mazi Chinedu and Maziatan. Abu Church woman, Abukano, Abako Amala. Abu, I hand on board Guru in the Bukatanya. This time around, all the time I had they say, I who know Joe, Monopitania, I gave me on of the Man, I live on a desperate. Thank God, luck. Now, you don't discover them one after the other. You will teach them, tell them where to fall. You will teach them, let them where to go. You will see the top of Mazi. No make again, but people don't dare with us. Because the Pharisees and the Pharisees is very well they talk about. If they inside our DNA, that's that they inside our DNA. This time around, we go face them face to face, Mazi, no mercy. I told you when you at the top, no mercy. But if we go to paint to water, we will not go reach where they go. We think they're happening to our land today. Because of the supporter of the constitution of the supporters in our midst. You see? So, not be something about painting walls. We will continue this way. It will be hard for us. Because this people, they go through the way they in our midst. That's it. And Mazi, I want to contribute for the zoo. What's the point of view, Mazi? For zoo now, where we say now Islamic State, in Nigeria. But in the Christian way they do, and I ask them, Mazi, how they go to survive under Sharia? How Christianity survive under Sharia? And this campaign where people now they carry they bring their eyes business. Now the so-called Christianity now, Christians in Nigeria, they campaign, they carry this PDP for head. They don't pay all their so-called some illegal some of them now to come to begin to preach for their members to brainwash them. They don't carry PDP. Then the PDP will solve their problem. Why? The Fulani they do the deal. Fulani are doing the Kasikata and they conquer the come. And they come to the Christian in Nigeria. I can use that in the Sharia state and Islamic state for that matter. And America survived without Palestine. Have you done Brazil without Palestine together? The answer is no. I don't know what people, they know the truth, they defeat themselves. They jump up and down, they pray for one Nigeria to stand. That day where they come to people for Owo, that brother Jesus, no stop the bullet, not penetrating their body. The fire where they pray every day, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost fire. That's every day where Fulani carry ash and come. The fire and the blood of Jesus, no stop the bullet. You know, collect the gun from their hand, though. The bullet keeps penetrate, and the blood is scattered everywhere on the floor. I want to see the man. I don't know the time where the so-called people for that Jew will rise up. To me, say, this handshake where them pass it will not be again. Mazi, I never knew. When you see the fight, they come. And when you see the pray for one Nigeria, and they defeat people, both the clergy, and they so-called celebrity because you never touch them. Some of them, they say for Lagos, they live because they say Abuja and Lagos will protect them. where they say the land, the place, they private, talking that their company, so their company at their land, their village, their family land at their land, and their king is coming, and people keep their spirit, they dance, they fight for PBC. Let us see what how is the end. The end shall tell Mazi. Mazi, I turn up from here from Benin to you, Mazi. It's good night, all of you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Last caller on WhatsApp. I'll take this will be the last caller that has been waiting for 23 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Please make it as brief as possible. You are the last caller. Can you hear me?
Yes, Jonathan, I hope
yeah, go on, please. You're trying out, please.
Mazi Jonathan, I will not tell you
Please, I don't know. Are you using earpiece? You remove it because I don't know what your voice is coming out.
No, okay. Am I coming out clear now?
Yes, it's better.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm calling from Aba, but I will not give you my name for security purposes.
No, go on. It's understandable. Go on.
Mazi Jonathan, my shop is just an information. I want to give an information for even our brother to hear too. My shop is close to HAUSA, but just a building before they have that.
Okay, don't give out your location. Just say one thing. You say you don't want to give your location, but you are doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for that. There are some faces, there are some things that are happening now for the past 2 months. You see, every Tuesday, there are people, Fulanis are drooping there in their hundreds every Tuesday. See, something happened last Tuesday when I came to open my shop in the early morning. Exactly what happened in Benin is exactly what happened to me there. I came to open my shop. I saw more than 10 boys smelling like one covered my shop. Then I asked them, I opened the shop. I brought that broom to sweep. I asked them to shift. They refused leaving that place. I speak in English, no way. Then I now call a popular face I know there to come and speak to their brother because they are new faces. He came and said they know the hair, and he spoke to them in French. They now packed.
Really? In French?
So they just left.
Mazi, do you say they spoke to them in French? Really?
Yes. They don't understand even now.
They
even when I was
bringing those hardened terrorists from every part of Africa. You know, they hardened the ones that they brainwash them, telling them that come, Allah has given us this one. Come. That is why when I see people trying to joke in IPOB, trying to make money, trying to bring a problem, I say these people don't understand the situation we are in. They don't understand. Go on, Mazi.
Now, when that guy came and spoke to them in that French, and now then instead of them to leave with their back peacefully, they stood as if they want to fight me there. I was looking at them with my broom on my hand.
They are looking at everybody as a demon. Any person they see, any Biafra. Because this is they tell them that you are going to the house of infidels. Everybody is a pig. Anything you can do, kill. Don't